slap.
Yo, you already know who it is. Mr. Odie Boy himself, Tyrone Blasingame, and you tuned into the Slap Report. This is where I report an album, mixtape, song, or even movie, and I tell you what my honest opinion about the music or the movie. Today, I got a little bit of help. We got my girl Katie. She's a part of the LMG family. What's up? How you doing?
Hey Tyrone, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So listen, for the people that don't know you, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
All right, so like Tyrone said, we are part of the Legendary Media Group. So I actually met him virtually a few months back. And I have my own show on YouTube called the Antisocial Socialite, where I literally talk about exactly what Tyrone's doing right now. I talk about movies, music, celebrity gossip, all that fun stuff. And I also interview creatives every single week to just tap into their minds, see what projects they're working on and what their passions are about. So that's my show. I'm super antisocial, but I am a socialite. So yeah, I think that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Hey man, that is super dope. Dope. But today you're here with me and we're going to do a report on MegantheeStallion's new album, highly anticipated album. People have been waiting for this album for a while, and it's called Good News, and it has about 17 tracks and it has 8 different features. One is The Baby, the other one is City Girls, Little Dirt, Beyonce, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Young Thug, and a bunch of others. So we're going to go through each song and we're basically going to tell us how we feel about it, okay?
All right, sounds good to me.
Ready? All right, let's get it. So the first song on the album opening is Shots Fired. What do you think?
All right, so Shots Fired is good. I will tell you that. I like it. I think it's catchy. You know, it's good for a diss track because she's not only dissing Tory Lanez, but she is dissing her former BFF, Kelsey, who was involved in all that drama that night. So I thought she had some good lyrics to that song, but I will tell you what threw me off. I don't know if I want to call it like disrespectful or whatever, but the way that she was like dissing them and then threw Breonna Taylor's name in there, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I felt like it was just like not appropriate in the sense it was kind of tone deaf because you know, she's talking about shots and how she's, you know, recovering and trying to shit on them, you know, even though she's the victim and then throwing her name in. So I don't know, that kind of threw me. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Now that you say that, that does sound a little offish. But at first, before you said that, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. I loved it. She went right at him, and I was like, wow. Like I thought it was going to set the tone of the whole album, where we was going to hear a little bit of more rap side of her, and not so much of just the sex and the booty and the body and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, oh, she came hard. I thought we was about to go for a little brawl, you know. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the rest of the album wasn't on that type of wave, but I loved it. That's all I'm gonna say. I did love it. But now that you say that, it made me go a little bit, wow, like you're right in a way. So
well, you got to just think about it a little bit. You're like, wait a second. I will say starting her album off with that track was bomb though. Like, I think that was like the perfect track to get this album started, especially because it is her first like actual album, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah.
So definitely set the tone. You know, I was excited about it. Second track number 2 is Circles. What did you think about Circles?
So, all right, I have to admit, with this album, that's why I was like, should I just skip to it? I feel like a lot of the beats sounded the same.
Okay.
So I don't have like a lot of like strong feelings about Circles. There was a couple songs that I'm like, okay, yeah, you could definitely tell this is MegantheeStallion, but like the beats were just like very generic and kind of repetitive to me. So
yeah.
I don't know. I feel all right about it. I feel all right.
Me and Venus definitely talked about that, about certain songs that it seemed like she probably was forced to do, you know.
Yep.
And when them songs come up, I'll definitely say that. But Circles for me, it's okay. It's not a hit, but I do love that she used Jasmine Sullivan's sample, and Jasmine Sullivan's from Philly. I'm from Philly, so I always think of my Philly people. And the melody and the sample was amazing. I think she did do a good job rapping on it, but like you're saying, it wasn't really fit for her. But you know, the sample was bomb. The sample super.
That's what happens when you go commercial, man. You gotta do what your record label tells you, or you know, the influences that you have from above.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, I do see people listening to it though. I'm not gonna say that is like something that people are gonna all skip. I think some people will enjoy it, but not really for me. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
track number 3, Cry Baby featuring The Baby. What do you like?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, anything with the baby on it is a slap. Like hardcore slap. I love him. I think he's amazing. You know, especially having such strong names as her features. You mentioned it just a couple minutes ago. I mean, she's got big names on this album. So I think like having the baby on there where he's like really growing his fame and really getting out there in mainstream. He's done a lot of features on other songs right now, you know, from like Dua Lipa to, you know, Lil Baby. You got a whole range. So I think it's like really appropriate for him to join on with Megan Thee Stallion doing this. So
definitely. Like, why wouldn't you? You know, one superstar, Meg Thee Stallion, then you got another superstar, The Baby. Why wouldn't they collab and do something like this hit? Basically, like you said, it's definitely a slap. I love it. They're talking how they normally talk, which is nasty, you know. There ain't really too much to say about it because it's definitely a slap and keep going on. So track number 4 is Do It On The Tip featuring the City Girls.
Now you're talking dirty. That's it. Yes, exactly what you said. So anything involving the City Girls is going to be dirty. We already know that, right? Immediately, I mean, because I just like blindly started playing this album. You know, I was just like, I'm gonna let it run. I didn't look at the features, I didn't look at song titles, I didn't look at anything before I started it. I literally just pressed play. The moment the beat started, I was like, oh, City Girls are on this. I knew right away. I was like, this is definitely a City Girls vibe. So, you know, I feel like she emulated their sound a lot in this. So you could tell like it's definitely a good fusion because I think she was able to successfully pull this track off with them on this album or on the song. So yeah, no, I definitely like City Girls up 100 or whatever they say, right? Because I'm like, she's a hottie, she's a city girl, she's a whatever she wants to be. But I thought she did a good job on this one.
Okay. So for me, the City Girls and Meg Thee Stallion, like you said, once again, why not? The way they both rap and what they talk about is only right that they get on the song together. Just like she did with Cardi B, it was only right that they got on the song together. So you know what I mean, it meshed well. It's not one of my favorite tracks, I'm not gonna lie, but I get it.
Same. Yeah.
I get it. And it was understandable. You feel me? So we're gonna go move on to number 5. Track number 5, Sugar Baby. Would you like that?
No real thoughts. Again, like that's like one of the songs that I felt like was kind of the repetitive, similar to Circles. Like I don't feel like nothing really jumped out enough for me to like have taken notes in my magic little notebook right here. I didn't feel like there was anything special about the song, so I didn't even bother to like really pay attention to it, honestly.
And I agree with you. I was about to say I don't even remember it, to be honest with
you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for saying that because I didn't want to be so rude and say that, but I don't really remember really like the song enough to care about it.
Yeah, I don't even remember it, and I was just listening to it. I don't even remember the beat or nothing. It did not stand out at all to me. Not gonna lie, not a fan of it. It's cool. You know what I mean? You got more of them. Yeah, you can definitely go in the flat category to me. Let's go on to 6, Movie Lil Durk.
I mean, I love Lil Durk, so everything again, like similar to the baby, like Lil Durk's definitely got fire. I don't know, like I just feel like honestly, I was paying more attention to some of the people that were featured on the album more than her. I'm gonna tell you, this album, what we were expecting it to be, what it is are two different things. Like this album is not as strong as Megan's knees, okay? Because those things are like titanium, right? I don't think this was like this strong. So I have nothing to say about movie. I like watching movies. So let's just hope that that's what she said in it because I don't really remember. That's it.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this one. I actually enjoyed movie. Maybe because Lil Durk is on it. I like what he was talking about in it. You know, I wouldn't say it's like one of my super favorites, but I do actually enjoy this one compared to like Sugar Baby or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy it.
No, it's all right.
The beat is kind of tough. The production on it is dope. Let's move along to Freaky Girls featuring SZA. What do you think about
I
that?
will say, I think that's one of my favorite songs. I think that, you know, I love SZA anyway. I mean, I keep saying I love all the other featured artists. How awful is this? I'm like, I love everybody else but Meg. No, I like Meg, but no, SZA's good. I listened to this song enough times to be like, okay, this is something that I would actually download on my phone, stream it, listen to it, put it on a playlist on my phone. Like that is probably one of my favorite songs on this album that I was like, oh no, this is dope. Like I could listen to this and not get sick of it easily.
Okay, yeah, I definitely like it. I like it, and SZA is definitely dope. So, like I said, you said before, she definitely got a lot of strong features on here, and she have a lot of like people that you would think would have a hit, and this is probably one of them for sure. I think the women's gonna love it, the females gonna love it. I enjoy it, and I would definitely listen to it again on multiple occasions. I don't know if I would put it in the slap category, but it ain't no flap either.
But like a clap, maybe a clap, not a slap.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, a little tap, maybe. Let's do it. Her new single that she just dropped, which is the next song, Body. What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, the visuals for that song, like that video, I'm like, I can't compare the dancing. I can't do any of that stuff. There's certain things in life that give me a dumb feeling, right? This song is one of them. I actually wrote like dumb feeling with like a couple notes in here, but it's the body, 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 body. It was just like, so like, I don't know. I just got a dumb feeling listening to it. Like, you know, that's her. I sound like I'm such a Megan Thee Stallion hater right now. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. It was just like, it's catchy, but it's very repetitive. I feel like I couldn't listen to it more than 3 times in a row without like wanting to like really skip to a whole nother song and not listen to it the rest of the day. That's how I felt.
Okay, I understand that. But I think it's going to be a hit. Unfortunately, it will be.
And that's fine. We're going to hear it all on the radio.
Every girl's going to twerk to it. It's going to be a club hit. It's going to be a strip club hit. It's going to be a down south hit.
I don't disagree with you on any of that. I mean, that's just my personal preference. Yeah.
No, I understand it because I do think it's repetitive because she's like body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. So if you do listen to that.
Oh, that's what it was. I kept saying body, body, body. You know, that's why I was just like, oh, I'm over this. Like, it gives me a dumb feeling. I can't be doing this like fake rhyme and shit. Yeah.
I get it. So, but yeah, I think it's going to definitely slap. Everybody loves it and people definitely love the visual. Because the visual is actually kind of cool in a way. She look like Catwoman and stuff like that.
Yes.
Just moving right along to number 9. Honestly, let me put this in there. I really think that she have too many songs on here, and that's where all the
I agree.
That's where all
9 and 10. 9 and 10, I don't really remember, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So not to like keep saying this over and over, but I don't really remember. So I'm actually curious to hear your viewpoint because you took much more detailed notes than I did. You know, I didn't go like song for song. I was like, okay, let me like pull out the highlights of what I'm thinking, good, bad, or indifferent. But again, for what's new and work that, I didn't really have much. So
what's new? I like what's new. It was okay. It was okay. I think they're just good album fillers, I would say, but not like hits. You know what I'm saying? But album fillers, like if you're still driving, you probably can listen to it and not want to change it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it ain't nothing that you're gonna probably be like, you know, really like super.
Like, turn it up.
Yeah, like super vibing to. I mean, that's my honest opinion about actually. Actually, I think I like Work That. Work That, her lyrics, she was actually like rapping. And like I said, like on Shots Fired, she was actually rapping, you know, really like rapping. And I think on Work That, she was actually rapping. Then we go to, that's 9 and 10. Honestly, there ain't no real like standout moments for real besides like.
You're like, so you're like, let's just skip past.
Yeah, let's go straight to 11. which is Intercourse. And I want to go first on this. I love it, actually. It's a reggae vibe, and it gets you going. I didn't expect that from her. Um, I should have, because everybody does it, because like I said, when you're trying to go mainstream, you got to do the songs that we don't want her to do, that she had to do. And then you try to go get your reggae club music too. So you try to tap into all the markets. But I like it. I enjoyed it. And was that DJ Mustard or just Mustard?
Now he's just Mustard. No more DJ.
Yeah, okay. Probably, yeah. From Nick.
Pop Can. Is it Pop Can or Pop Con? I think it's Pop Can, right? I'm so bad.
Pop Can.
Yeah, because I listened to him, so you would think I would know, but I'm like, I think it's Pop Can. Yeah, no, that's actually one of my other favorite songs on this album. She's got some really amazing collaborative artists on this album. I'm just, because you see the range where you have the ratchetness of City Girls, and then you have Mustard on here, right? And then you have SZA. Like, you have such different sounds for each of them, and that's why I'm saying she kind of emulates all those sounds. So where she is doing what everybody's telling her to do, like the album fillers and all this stuff, and yes, we got to put it out there, she is really pulling different sounds from different genres out there, and that's what I can respect and appreciate about this, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites too. Make you want a dirty wine or something like you. You know me? But let's move it along to number 12. Number 12 is Go Crazy. And I mean, you can go first. Go ahead. There we go. Yes.
Yes. Go Crazy. I mean, Big Sean's always been one of my favorites. I'm so happy that 2 Chainz is back in the game, because we needed some more music from him recently. He's got his new album out. So I just love that they're all crossing over genres right now. Big Sean, just about 2 months ago, came out with his album. So it's good to have new songs and new sounds from all of them. So definitely love this track. It's the top 3 for sure. I just, I'm tossed up between it being my favorite and my second favorite. So I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely a good track for sure.
I love it. Like you just said, Big Sean just recently dropped the album. 2 Chainz just recently dropped the album. So for both of them to be on the same song and on a new album of Meg's, which is one of the most anticipated albums, definitely my favorite song on the album for sure. Big Sean murders it, but he rap. That's nothing new. 2 Chainz, which I did the Slap Report last week on, murders it, but he not rap too. So, and Meg just compliments it, and she do her thing. So it's like my favorite song for sure. Definitely Go Crazy as a slap. We're going to slap that like that one time.
Slap it down, man. Let's slap that one time for them. All right.
Okay, we're going to move along to Don't Rock Me to Sleep.
All right. So if you recall, just a couple minutes ago, I told you about the dumb feelings.
Yeah.
This song, the whole song gave me dumb feeling. I hate it. This is my least favorite song on the album.
Okay.
It just, because we go from Shots Fired, where she's like really trying to diss Tory Lanez and Kelsey, and she's like, yeah, and this happens, and I'm 5'10", and you're, trying to blah, 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 to, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but she's basically like talking about like how she's like big and bad in the game, and Tori's trying to like play it cool because of other rappers that they hang out with, right? She's like trying to like diss everybody. She came on this totally sounding like a child. Like, yeah, it's meant to be kind of lullaby-ish, but I wasn't falling for it. I'm like, these are 2 totally different vibes, and they just didn't vibe well with me. It gave me a dumb feeling. This is like a huge flap. Don't like it. Worst song on the album.
Well, maybe I would call it no.
You're like, what shall I call it?
All right, so definitely, okay. Probably not the worst song on the album for me, but it's definitely at the bottom. It's definitely at the bottom. It definitely is lullaby-ish. Like you're saying, it just wasn't it. It ain't it. It ain't it. It don't even match with the album, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
All the production aspect of it doesn't even match. So, yeah.
Sorry, Meg.
That's a miss. She could have made it 16 songs and left that one out.
Yeah,
but,
that could have been on the B side.
And what is her fan base called? What are they called?
The Hotties.
Hotties? Okay.
Hotties.
I might actually listen to it though.
The Hotties, I think, are the only ones that will religiously listen to it and think it's a good song, and they would be on the slap report saying it's a slap. Anybody else that just listens to her and is not part of her fan club, they'll be like, bye, nope. No, you need to rock me to sleep because that song was boring as hell. Like, I'm passed out just listening to it. Bye.
It's definitely a skipper. We want to skip that.
Yeah.
Now, we want to skip right along. Track 14, which is Outside.
Again, that's one of the ones that don't really strike to me as being anything special. That's why, I listen more to the sounds and I'll obsess and memorize lyrics and all this stuff. And then you ask me what the name of the song is. I'm like, I have no idea what the title is. I just know every beat and I know every lyric. I don't know what it's like. I feel like it's like a disease. I've been like that since I was younger. There's nothing that I really recall about being outside, so I might have to listen to it again. But I will just tell you, because cases are spiking with COVID, I want to be outside. So maybe that's why I'm just like, I don't know if there's a correlation between it, but I don't know. I just want to be outside. Maybe Meg wanted to be outside. Maybe that's why she wrote it, but I don't remember any of the lyrics even for this song. So
wow. Outside.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Outside is good, but it's not for her.
Okay.
That's another one that I feel like the studio head said, hey, you got to do this. It's going to be a hit, and it might be a TikTok hit, because I think that's the one where she like bye bye bye, and it's like it's repetitive a little bit, and it could be a TikTok hit, massive hit, and then I feel like it's going to cross over to the pop stations and stuff like that. But I don't like her doing it. It's kind of like Venus said it. It's like Nicki Minaj Starship or something like that, and they said Nicki Minaj.
Yes. Yes.
And Nicki Minaj absolutely hated Starship, or you know what I mean. So it's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them. I think it might actually become a hit though, only because of its wide range that people can, listen to it and enjoy it. Kids gonna dance to it on TikTok, and it's gonna be able to go everywhere. So, but
very commercial for sure.
Yes, very, very, very commercial. Yes. And listen, we're down to the last three, and
it's been a long one. Who knew we were gonna get like a double album basically from Meg?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. She definitely should have cut a lot of these out and made it a strong 10, 11 songs, and you would have been great. But 15 is Savage remix.
I mean, that's a classic. So, I mean, I could go on all day about it. You got Beyonce on the Savage remix. It's incredible. You got two H-Town girls coming together, showing love for their city, proving their talent that comes out of Houston. I mean, we've known about this song for months now. It's been on the radio for months now, but this is a good classic song. So again, 2 thumbs up from the Antisocial Socialite. This is a good song for sure.
I mean, with this, what can you say? I'm not even going to say how I feel about it. We already know. Everybody in the world feels about it. It's amazing.
Yes.
Simple. Let's go to 16. Girls in the Hood. There you go. Girls in the Hood.
Yep. No, Girls in the Hood is good. I've been, I got Sirius XM in my car and it's always on Hip Hop Nation. Girls in the Hood's always on there. So I've grown to love the song. I don't think I would have gone out of my way to search for it normally, but when it comes on the radio, I'm like, yeah, this is a good joint. I definitely will listen to this. So I do feel good about this song too. I will, I'll give 2 thumbs up. I'll give 2 thumbs up on that one. Yeah.
I like it. I think she went back to what she do, which is talk her ish, pop your shit,
yes.
And and rap. Like that's what you do, Meg, and that's what I like. I thought that's what she is still doing. But just pop yours, man. Don't worry about all the stuff with situations going on with Tori and all of them. Just continue popping yours because that's what made you a star in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hit. It's a hit. You know what I mean? Like you said,
it is a hit.
And last but not least, Don't Stop featuring Young Thug.
All right. the grand finale of this album, we have Young Thug. Like you're ending it on a strong note. So where she started super strong, she's ending super strong. So where we got a little fuzzy in the middle, some of those songs could have been filtered out. I think this was a great song to be on here. I'm happy that Young Thug is also coming out with new music again. I have to stress like the collaborative work on this album and how many strong talents that she has on this just goes to show that this album is going to be successful, whether or not we feel some type of way about certain songs. But I will say that most of the songs that we like and consider a slap are the ones that she does have features on. So I don't know if that speaks to her talents or her strengths or even weaknesses. But this is a good song for sure.
Definitely. Don't Stop is a hit. Like you said, you have Young Thug on it, which is absolutely killing the game and have been for a while now. Some people favorite artists, of all time. I hear that all the time, which is, I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but he's very talented, he's very smart, fashionable guy, in his way. So why not put him on a song? And like you said, it's a hit. I feel like the last 3 songs were definitely amazing. Like you said, she started off strong and then she ended it strong. It was a little bit, in the middle, but I believe that's smart because a lot of people always listen to the beginning and the end, and then if they feel like it, they'll listen to the middle. But if the beginning is good and the end is bad, or vice versa, you might not get to go through the middle. But since the beginning and the end strong, I think people will start going in the middle and, like you said, fizzle out whatever they like and what they don't like. Overall, what do you think about Meg Thee Stallion's Good News album?
So overall, it is good news, right? It's good news that she has a lot of talent in herself and featured here on her album. It's good news that she's been able to, tell her story, talk her shit, do all this stuff. So I do like it. In terms of grading it, I would say it's a solid B.
Okay.
B, because I feel like there's too many songs on there. So otherwise, if it was really strong, it would have gotten an A from me. But I feel like there was a little of that mushiness in the middle that, like, I couldn't remember any of the songs. And B, just not that I'm a hater of Meg. She's not always for me. So I can't give her an automatic A. Like, you got to get an A grade on something that's like really good. So, I mean, B is good. B, solid B student in this game.
Definitely good. Like you said, overall, the features are definitely bomb. Every song that was featured on, like you said, was pretty much good. I want to say every song that was featured on is good. Like you said, I don't know if that's a good thing. You're very smart, or your team is smart, that they made sure the people was on there so you can have some good songs. Because a lot of the ones that you said that, which are like iffy, are like by herself. So I don't know if that's a good thing or, I'm saying, a bad thing. But it definitely was too long. It was definitely too long. I don't like long albums normally. I don't normally listen to longer albums like that. But I had to because we're doing this. But I do pretty much enjoy it. Like you said, it started off very strong and it ended very strong. So I'm gonna give it a B plus, B, not a minus, but like B and B plus maybe, like in that area, but not an A, but definitely a good album. I would definitely be listening to some of these songs, I'm not even gonna lie. That's just probably when I'm like at work or, just just listening to songs.
Practicing your body,
I like Meg. I'm a Meg fan. I think she's dope. I think she can rap. So I definitely will be listening to some of these songs. Not Body though. Definitely not Body. Definitely Go Crazy. Intercourse. I would definitely be listening to them too. Those are definitely my favorite songs. And then Cry Baby I'll listen to, once in a while as well. So B minus. I mean, not B minus. B.
That's solid.
Yeah. So that's definitely solid. So it's definitely ain't a crazy slap, but it's a, like you said, a little tap. We get at a tap. I would definitely be revisiting this album though. will you be revisiting this album or?
I will be revisiting it, but I feel like it's some of the songs that I gave my 2 thumbs up on are the ones that I'm really going to be focusing on, and I'll make sure to stream them and enjoy them. So like Don't Stop, Go Crazy, Intercourse, Shots Fired. Yes, I will listen to it, but it still rubs me the wrong way about throwing Breonna Taylor in. I just thought it was super tone deaf. I was like, make a song about her if you want to put her name in a song, but like don't just throw it in on a diss track. Like, I don't know, that was like weird vibes to me. But the song is catchy, so I feel like I'll listen to it, but maybe not as much as the other songs.
Okay. So, will any of these songs be making your playlist?
I would have to say Go Crazy.
Go Crazy, okay.
Yes, that would definitely be, yeah, because I have always loved Big Sean and 2 Chainz, so I just feel like the 3 of them together is like a good semblance of sounds. So that, and then, you know, it's like way beyond. I probably would have put the Savage remix on had I started making the playlist when it first came out. Because I love me some Beyonce. But that probably would also be another song. Maybe that will be years down the road when it's like a vintage throwback. I'll throw it on the playlist.
So speaking of the playlist, where can the people like listen to it and things of that nature?
Yeah, so thank you for actually bringing it up. So my Instagram page is Antisocialite Katie, and that's where you can have the connection to my YouTube channel and just clips of my show and what I do. Every Friday, I actually launch the Antisocial Weekend playlist, and it's literally something that I carefully curate every single week based on like influences of throughout the week or what my mood is, and it's literally like every single genre. So I have, you know, from Billie Eilish to 3 6 Mafia to De La Soul to, you know, Lady Gaga, everywhere in between. So it's literally just what I'm feeling at the time. It's what's in my phone, what I listen to in the car, whatever it is, my mood. But yeah, I have lots of different songs, and we actually have some up and coming talents. One of them, Bo, being in our legendary media group, he actually just made the cut with his song Better this week. So I was excited to have him featured on there. But it's literally people that I want to be put on if I know them personally, or, you know, some songs. I got a whole stash. I'm weird about my songs. Like, I like a song and I'll keep it secret. I don't want people to know about it, you know, because I don't want them to like be listening to it. I'm like, don't try to steal my sound. So I feel like this is a good way to introduce people to the sounds that I like to listen to. So I got to let that go and just put out some of my favorites on there. So that's what I do.
I have a question for you real quick before we
Yes.
go. If people are artists and they want to record and they want to hope to make Katie's you know, weekend playlist, where can they like, can they submit, or is just like you have to come across it?
Oh my God, submit it, because I love to listen to new songs. I love to discover new artists. So absolutely, they can DM me, they can tag me, they can do whatever. Honestly, Antisocialite Katie is where you can find me to do it. No, I love it. And I mentioned to Tyrone, I'm actually going to get started doing every first Friday of the month. I'm actually going to be dedicating the playlist to different cities. I live in Boston, so the first playlist is actually going to be dedicated to artists in Boston. I have a couple friends out here that are rappers that are going to make the cut. They just don't know it yet. But just dedicating it to the city. So if you have Philly plugs or LA plugs or whoever's going to be out there, I want to be able to discover them, listen to their sounds, and be able to connect with them. So yeah, send them my way. I would love that.
All right. So now that y'all know that, we both agreed that MegantheeStallion's album, Good News, is a B.
Yes.
B.
And when I do my Houston playlist, she will be on there. I promise you. I cannot just like skip over her. So she will make the cut for sure.
You see this, Meg, we do love you. You know, we wish you much success. I believe your album is going to sell or be streamed or however you do it. Make all your coins that you got to do. You know what I mean? And we gave you a B, which is good. You passed. You know, it wasn't a C. You know, it wasn't a B minus. It was a strong it was a strong B. You know what I mean?
And that's good for your first album. That's amazing, you know?
Definitely. Some people flop, especially when you got that much, all that pressure on your shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But until next time, until y'all need another slap report, OD boy, out.
OD gang on earth.